what it really means, cartoon, anime. What is the main thing that it shows? Oh, it's an anime. Oh, it's a cartoon. Everything is more cute, everything is simple, and we want to go a little bit into that. But it does not mean that we are going to just forget the horror or creepy details or anything that we want to add. The first thing we gotta focus is my line art good? When we are talking about cartoons and anime, we gotta be sure that we are having a good line artwork. It can be a sketch too, sketch line, it's all good, but the important is that a very strong line, like haha, I'm here. So the first thing we are going to do, we're going to reinforce the lines. Even if it's a little bit, it's important to reinforce the lines. And I can see you came from a history of realism, because I can see a lot of realism techniques here. I was like, oh, that's something that I would start doing on realism. Yeah. So little by little, we go and adapt from one side to the opposite side. First of all, outside line. And remember, some areas of the line is going to get thicker, some areas are going to get not thicker, thinner. Here the line, even if it looks thin, it is thick. Like only this one's in the middle, it's thin. This one is very thin, but here, thick. Outside thick. Here, a big shadow, big occlusion shadow. And the line is specifically black. To show even more, contrast. I'm a line and I'm here. We gotta always be reminding ourselves about it. If it's a cartoon, if it's an anime, the line is going to do a lot of the work. Different from semi-realistic, line can be like, yeah, you exist, you don't exist, whatever. But when it's cartoon, we're like, oh, I love you, line art. Let's go for the line, just like what we talked. I'm doing the line in a different layer. I find a place that there is hair and skin having a very tight and close relationship. Do you guys know what I do? That's right. Huge black area. Huge dark area. Huge dark area. When you go into more realistic, everything turns out into more soft. But on cartoon and anime, you make a strong line. You're like, don't be afraid to go strong. You go rare. Okay, I'm going to keep on adding these dark places that I just talked here. We can also do like one single hair line going out just to show, there's movement happening. Let's keep on going, thinking of silhouette. Only later we are going inside. If I would give like a weight, like how much is important to have a good line work in cartoon and anime, I would say like from 0 to 10, 8 is the importance of doing a great line art, like line work. So anytime we can go and focus into that, if it's cartoon and anime, go and focus on that. Cartoon tend to not so much pay attention to small things. You can see here main bending areas is like here in the armpit or close in the neck, but it's very little parts. When we're talking about cartoon, colors don't go too crazy. I love to make colors go crazy. Like here, the saturation, the hue changing, I love it. I love it like a lot. But when we talk about cartoon, it's a little bit rare to see it happening. Like here, it's pretty much the same type of color. Only the outer line changes. Here, same. Change to keep the same type of colors. You don't go crazy. I don't know why. I love crazy colors, and cartoon don't really use those. We are going to get everything back into common colors. And also, there's something that they do a lot. Picking colors from the background and applying to your character. Do you see this? The outer line? Do you see this outer line? We're going to do the same. Let's do an outer line right here in the head. Since it's all dark, it's hard for us to see. But what if we pick the color from the background, use to separate this area from this other area? Let's see what happens. believe we talked enough about the line working in the silhouette, but we have not talked about the line working inside of the character, inside of its clothes, eye, airlines, hair strands, all of that. Let's go into this next step. Do you see this eye? Nice eye. We gotta make it thicker. Thicker. Eyes are extremely expressive. When you think of a character, no matter if it's a human, an animal, or a creature, eyes are the number one thing humans are going to look and go like, oh, what is happening? What is happening? So we need to make the eyes very expressive. Look at this eyeliner. Very thick eyeline. Let me add a line down here, just to show how happy the character is, like, ah! And if you want, you could even do line on the teeth, like literally show, haha, here's middle and then the other one. And I'm going to talk a lot about the light. First, we gotta get the structure for it, like building a house. But to add the main thing, the lights that we wanna talk, we gotta first go into the line area. And you can go and add as much details as you want right now. Like the sky's the limit. If you want to make a cartoon with a lot of lines, you can do a lot of lines. Or if you want to do just a few lines, you do a few lines. You choose. So for light, we can see here there is a light from somewhere coming from up here, and it's going to hit the character in this direction. So let's follow this logic, okay? Pick up the shadow color. If the light's coming from the upper left area, shadows are going to be casted in the opposite, lower right area. Let me change my brush mode to darken so I don't erase anything that is darker than what my brush is right now. You can see the line on the shadows and light here are very strong. The same happens here. There is a gradient happening. There is a gradient. You can see a little bit of gradient here. You can see a little bit of gradient. But the strong lines, they are the main thing. The strong lines on shadow and light, they are the main thing. So whenever you are going to draw more into cartoon anime, focus into doing strong, what we call cell shading. If you search for cell shading, you're going to find it. Cell shading, which is hard shadows, hard lights too. You can see it's pretty much a hard line happening here. So this is the second thing that we are going to apply right now. Focus on making everything harder. I need to remember that the white's not going to get such a strong shadow as the rest. Only if it's a really strong light. If it's a very strong light, we can do it. Okay, we can see there's something happening in the shadows here. It's more into gray, and at the same time we have some warm colors here. We want to keep the gray. Oh, and also, we gotta reinforce the silhouette of the character. This is the silhouette of the body, main body of the character, not like arms or legs. It's the main body, torso. And you gotta have that silhouette strong to show, haha, this is the body, not the arm. Something that you can also do is do here like a little line to separate, like a reflection. People do this. I'm doing a line around here. This is a Hades technique. Yes, I'm still addicted to Hades. I'm still addicted to Hades. They do a saturator outer line to connect shadow and light. Remove small variations in the gray levels. We love gray levels. I love gray levels, but we're gonna be removing those. Little by little, we are going to add variations. This color here applies slightly here. This is already enough. Why am I doing it soft now if I say that everything is going to be a hard-shaped? Here you can see a soft variation. And also here in this example, we can see soft variations, like in this area or in this other one. Do you see this little light that I left here? We are going to add to show some highlights. Little by little you add it, just a little bit like here. That's it, okay? Not too much. And the same saturated colors. Ooh, I can see it applied here. Let's add it here in the skin. Here you could even get color of the background to reflect. Let's do some reflection. Just some lines, no details, just some lines. Or dots. Why not dots? Lipstick, stick lip. Doing just a little bit, to not reinforce too much. And you can add the base skin color right here in the corner. Should just do some light. You see the background color? We are going to add it into the drawing. Here in the hat. Now we are going to effects, okay? Effects. I'm going to change my brush mode into color. We're going to change the color here in the shadows. Make a better gradient. Filter. Camera raw. The creepy style. Got a lot of this, okay? Has much more contrast. So if you want contrast, you can get this type of thing, like, wow. But if you want everything even more soft, it's going to look more like a cute drawing. There's something that I always do when I want to pass the creepy vibe. Strong, sketchy lines is the first thing. And the second thing, other than strong, sketchy lines, is also go closer to black. In this drawing, we are not going close to black, but don't be afraid, we can go, we can do it. Let's go about the first thing that I talked here. Sketch lines, don't be afraid to use them. You want the drawing to look creepy. Let's go creepy, creepy. I'm going to change my brush mode into color burn. Best I ever have. Yes. Get the creepy vibe a little bit. Making eyes stronger because I want people to look in the eye. Like, wow, she's going to kill you. Haha. I'm going to take out the saturation here in the lower areas because I don't want people looking here. Okay, let's make everything darker, like you go extra darker. Let's go for curves. Oh my, the background. If you make the background purely red, like I'm 100% sure you're going to get everyone scared. you can go all the way. Select this, invert, new layer, fill, brighter color, white. I want you to make this side here a little bit weaker than the other, just for people to look more into one side of the character. You could even go here, stroke outside. Are you watching this on YouTube? Thank you very much for watching, and why not check out link in the description to my all-in pack. We have all kinds of art tutorials, more than 120 art tutorials for you to improve in your art journey. We have from animals, humans, art theory, feedback, paintover, save it like this one, background, food, anything you can ever wonder, we have right there on our art pack. I'll call it all in. What are you waiting for? Get yours right now. Woo!